and welcome to my channel. This is an intermediate mat class I take from my August 1st Zoom class. I teach a class every day at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The link is in my bio. I'm going to start filming some more body part specific and body issue specific classes. So if you have any suggestions, hit me up in the comment. You can DM me. You can go to my Instagram, and on my Instagram I have my Google Voice number. You can even leave me a voicemail. Please don't leave me a voicemail. Enjoy class. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this class, share with your friends. Let's spread the word and make me an internet celebrity so I can start my own pyramid scheme. Bye.
Okay guys, let's get started. We're gonna approach the mat standing. So go ahead and stand up and go to the edge of your mat. Beautiful. Great. And cross your arms like a genie. And then cross your legs. And you're gonna lift your tippy toes and you're gonna bend your knees and you're gonna slowly sit down. Good. Already engaging your core. Good. Already using those leg muscles to slow you down and get you on your booty safely. Good. From here, extend your legs nice and long and then roll yourself out on your mat. Good. We're going to get right into it and go right into your 100 position. So legs in tabletop. You're going to curl head and shoulders. Good. If you need to put your hands behind your head, that's fine. Your shoulders are loose in the socket as you pump your arms. Pump your arms vigorously and grip your belly. So really push your low back into the ground. Extend your legs long. Unless that hurts your back, you want to extend your legs as long as possible and make sure you're not gripping with your glutes. So try not to connect your glutes. Try to make all the work in your low belly. Each pump throws off your center of gravity, so your abs have to work a little harder. Inhale and exhale. Good. Look at your belly going down on the exhale. Squeeze your thighs together on the inhale and the exhale. Good. Nice. Relax your shoulders. Let's do two more. Inhale, pump a little bit more vigorously. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Beautiful. Legs down. We're going to reach your arms over your head. You're going to keep your ribs engaged. Reach your arms to 90 and then chin to chest. Peel yourself off of the ground. We want to go as slowly as possible, really digging your heels into the ground. Beautiful. And reaching forward as if you're reaching over a barrel. You'll keep that rounded posture and then roll yourself down bone by bone. Hip points roll back first. Maybe you put a pillow under your back to give you that something to push into. Good. Reach arms overhead. Keep your ribs engaged and then roll yourself up. Good. With your feet, you want them train track straight. So make sure that you're not going pigeon-toed. That's something a lot of us do. Good. And it's our natural inclination because to lift up, you want to use a little inner thighs. But just try to use your inner thighs connecting from belly button to thighs instead of tippy toes all the way to your thighs. So digging your heels down. Good. Reaching long. Good. Exhale all that air out of your belly. Pull your tummy in and then slowly roll yourself down. This is going to be our last one, so make it your best one. Feel each vertebra make contact with the mat. Feel your front body in control of your back body. Great. Arms on the ground. If you have any pre-existing back condition, you're just going to do little hip hops, just taking your hips off of the ground. If you're fine and dandy to go for a legs over, you're going to take your feet over your head, lifting your butt, and then reaching your legs over your head. Open your legs as wide as the mat, and then roll yourself down bone by bone. Once your tailbone touches, circle your legs down to a 45, connect your heels. Peel up, legs over, open, roll down, and circle your heels together. Good. Exhale up. Beautiful. Nice. Perfect. Open those legs. Get a super duper stretch on your hamstrings and slowly roll down bone by bone. Connect your heels at 45, and let's do it 4 more times. So you peel up. Try not to collapse your hips into your shoulders. So stay active in your core, active in your side body as well. So it's like you're lifted. It's the inverse of your roll forward, right? So you're reaching forward. This time it's just your legs reaching forward. Good. Nice. Last 2. Inhale down. Good. Exhale. Peel yourself up. Open your legs. Stretch. Flexed feet. Look, it's so stretchy in the back of those legs. Good. Last one. Looks great, guys. Perfect. Nice. And relax. Grab your knees and gently rock side to side. And then grab your knees or ankles or the back of your thighs, and let's rock up to a seated position. So we're gonna do we're gonna do 2 rolling exercises today. So this is the first rolling exercise. So just like our last 2 exercises, you wanna pull your hips back, abs engaged, core engaged, belly button to spine. Keep this U shape at your hips. Grab your ankles, grab your knees, grab your thighs if you need to. We're gonna roll back by exhaling and intensifying that roundness in your low back. Keep that roundness and you'll rock up to start. You'll keep the rounded back. Good. Nice. So you're not gonna go into a flat back, right? You don't extend to stop. You just measure the amount of velocity to generate, and then you find your balance. It's trippy. It's in your brain. It's there. It works. Good. Nice. And if a few times you toddle forward and tap your toes, it's fine. You'll figure it out. What I don't want you to do is throw yourself back by opening up your knees and bonking your head on the ground. So really pay close attention to keeping that rounded back. 4 more. 3. Good. 2. Awesome. This last one, grab your left leg as you go down and reach your right leg long. Good. Let's pull this left leg in 2 times and then switch. Good. Your hips stay still. Your belly button is bolted into the ground. If your neck strains at all, put one hand behind it or lie it down on the ground. Good. Your legs are moving with the power of your abs, okay? Your body is staying still with the power of your core. Let's do 4 more. We're gonna go right into the straight leg stretch too. So if you need to rest your neck, please do so. Chin to chest otherwise. Good. Last one. Let's grab that left leg again, straighten it. So really just go for it, just sort of like a Barbie doll. 1, 2, and switch. 1, 2, and switch. Good. It's okay if your knees are a little bit bent, but what I want you to do is keep the same amount of straightness the whole time, right? So what happens is when you lift your leg, your hamstring, where most of our hamstrings are tight, it'll just sort of curl up. So I want you to keep in your brain straight leg, right? Don't just let it curl up just by instinct. 3 more. Just stay aware of straightening that leg. 2. Good. Last one. Nice. A little break in between this next exercise. So the next one is a double leg stretch. So I'm going to show you the modification first. Hands behind your head, curl head and shoulders so even your shoulder tips are off of the ground. Belly is in. Good. You're going to take your elbows to your knees and then open your elbows and open your legs. Good. Stretching over the mat and then exhale back in. Inhale, open. Shoulder blades stay off of the ground. Belly button stays bolted to the ground. Low back never leaves the ground. More advanced, slide your arms forward. Good. Circle. Slide. Circle. Shoulder blades stay off of the ground. Find a spot maybe in between your thighs to focus on and just keep your eyes there. Don't let your head hang back. 4 more. 3. Grow longer each time. When you extend your legs, make sure that you're not gripping with your glutes. You're squeezing your abs. Last two. Last one. And relax. Give yourself a neck break. Look to the left. Look to the right. Great. So let's give you the modification of the next exercise first. So we're going to do leg circles. Your left leg can stay bent, keeping your foot flat on the ground. That's really going to help you keep your hips still. So it's a straight line down, and then you carve a semicircle up and around, down, up and around. Hands on your hips to keep your hips still. Good. If you want a more advanced move, extend your left leg and really stick that left heel firmly down into the ground. Again, your hips will not move. So think about these lower abdominals creating a scaffolding for your hips to stay absolutely still. Nice. And shoulders down. You want your arms to be soft and no tension in your neck. 3 more. Good. 2. Nice. Last one. Good. And then we are going to reverse. We're going to carve the semicircle in and down. Your right hip stays down, and then a straight line up. Good. So you have a turnout on your hips to give you a little bit more range of motion. Good. And you're totally, totally still from your hips to the crown of your head. You're totally, absolutely still. If I were to take a picture from the belly button up, I would think you are getting a massage. You're relaxed, you're serene, your breath is smooth. Good, but deliberate. Nice. Last one. Beautiful. And we switch. So remember, you can keep this leg straight for the more advanced version or bent for a lot more guidance and help, because you'll feel how easy it is to push your low back into the mat when your knee is bent. Low back to the mat regardless. Straight line down. Good. Take that left leg as far out to the left as you can get it, and then up to the center. As far out to the left as you can get it, right? Keeping all the parameters. Your low back stays flat, no tension in your neck, right? Anytime we kind of try to go out of our comfort zone or our safety zone, we sort of scrunch up. Our body kind of knows. So just listen to your body's reaction. Pushing your low back down. Let's do 3 more. Your neck is long. Your hips are absolutely still. So from the belly button pulling down, good, and the low back pushing into the mat, you're totally still. 2. And your breath tightens that band around your waistline. Good, last one, and then we switch directions. Good, and carve in and around, and a straight line up. Good. So these might look easy, but they're actually really great. They're pretty much like leg lifts, right? They really prime your body to do anything that needs that below the waist stability at your pelvis. Good. And mobility at your hips. 2 more. Carve in and down and a straight line up. Last one, no movement at the hips and a straight line up. Beautiful. Let's rock ourselves all the way to seated. Good. Straight legs. You're sitting on your sit bones. You're going to reach your arms out. When you reach your arms out, I want you to reach with your upper back, okay? So a lot of times our traps try to lift our arms, but we want to use our upper back. So really straighten those arms. If your back is bending when your knees are straight, bend your knees. Top priority, straight back. We're going to twist to the right and twist to the left. Good. Sitting up tall out of your lats. So your lats are those big back muscles that we usually row to get to. Good. But you can activate them by sitting up straight. Good. And thinking about your mid back, not your low back. Your low back is supported by your core. Good. 4. Your belly button draws in to keep your low back straight and stiff. 2 more. Good. Last one. Nice. Separate your feet. Great. Same everything except different. Arms extended from your back. Good. Back lifted from your back, not your low back, your mid back. We twist to the right, flip your left palm, and let's shave off this pinky toe by hinging at the hip joint. 3 hinges. 2, 1. Good. So instead of that rounded posture, we're going into a straight posture down. So all the times we were bending down before, we were staying rounded. This time I want your belly button to pull in, and I want your hip joint to go into like a full hinge. 1, 2, 3. You can let your head hang. That'll even give you a little bit more leverage, right? Your head weighs a whole lot. 1, 2, 3. Good. Lift from your lats. This one is really good at teaching you to get into proper posture. Good. It's a good stretch. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Twist. 1, 2, 3. Good. And one more for the road. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. I always hated that one. I still kind of hate it. Okay, so we're going into double straight leg rocker. Straight leg in air quotes, okay? So we want the straightest legs possible. So balance on your tailbone, and then you're gonna straighten one leg and then the other, and just see how your body responds. What's gonna happen if you have really tight hamstrings, you're gonna have a super hinge at your hips using only your hip flexors. If that's the case, bend them, okay? So we're gonna scoop our belly in and roll back. And then we're gonna sit, we're gonna rock up to our tailbone again, reaching your legs long. So try to make your legs weigh like 20 pounds each. They should feel like a couple of logs in your arms. Good. Keep your low back rounded. So at your hip, you no longer have that hinge. You have that U shape from the earlier rolling exercises. Great. The more you can activate your legs, the more they'll help you counterbalance your upper body. 4 more. Good. 3. Nice. I'll count it. 2. Last one. Awesome. So you'll notice this is basically your teaser. Bada bing, bada boom. It's also forward fold. It's so derivative. Okay, now let's do side kicks. So we're gonna be on your side. You can be elevated up here, but if that's the case, I don't want you bowed like this. You'll have to be straight up and down. It gets really exhausting, so you might wanna start here and then lower slowly down. Head in your hands, head in your shoulder as well, but your rib cage is still lifted, okay? So I'm gonna do the in-between. So my head is in my hands, my ribs are lifted, I have a straight line from my pubic bone to the wrinkle in my forehead. Stacked hips, stacked shoulders. Your feet are slightly in front of your hip crease. Good. And now lift and lower. Good. You have a little bit of turnout in your leg, so you can have a little bit higher kick. What I don't want to see is leveraging your upper body. That's what your body's going to want to do. You're going to go into Steven Seagal mode, and you're going to try to do a big old side kick. So it's a lift. You're lifting with your outer hip. So lift to the ceiling. Lift to the ceiling. Good. For 5. Nice. 4. Good. 3. Awesome. 2. Last one. Pausing here. Little kicks up to the ceiling. I forgot to mention, if you want to bend this bottom knee, it'll make it a lot easier. Good. You can also float the bottom leg to make it harder. 2, 1. Good. We're going to draw big circles. So your circles might be bigger than mine. Don't be like, hey, am I doing it wrong? No, you're probably doing it right. I have really narrow, tight hips. I don't have a lot of range. You might have a dance background. or really flexible, strong hips. 2. So do you. Last one. And reverse. Good. Make sure you're not putting any pressure on your shoulder. Make sure you're lifted in your abs. If it feels like your shoulder is going to pop out of the socket, chances are you started to put a little too much of your body weight into your hand. 3 more. 2. Good. Last one. Nice. We're going to ride a big bicycle. So you're going to kick your heel to your sit bone and then draw your knee forward and then extend your leg long and then sweep your leg back. Keep your leg back. Bend your knee so it's a hamstring curl. Sweep your knee forward and extend. Good. Let's do 6 more. Keep your hips still. Good. 5. Very deliberate in your movements, okay? So none of these exercises are a throwaway. They're all important and impactful. 2. Good. Last one. Great. From here, we reverse it. So you hamstring curl, kick back. So it's a lot like a donkey. Leg extended behind you, sweep forward. Good. Try not to move your hips. Good. Keep your hips stacked. Keep your shoulders stacked. Your neck is long. Good. No tension in your face. If I were to take a picture of you from the rib cage up, I would think you were posing for a glamour shot. 4 more. Good. I would just like mat in a little bearskin rug. 2. Last one, a synthetic bearskin rug. Good. Heel flexed. Foot in front of you, 3 taps. Up as high as you can get it, 3 taps. 1, 2, 3, up and over, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's do 6. 5. Good. 4 more. 3. Good. 2. Last 1. Awesome. Okay, let's take this top leg in front of your bottom leg. You can change your upper body, right? You can lie down for this one, or I actually like to lift a little higher. I find that I can have more range in my inner thigh, but I'm staying straight from pubic bone to wrinkle in the forehead, up and down. Good. And some of you might not have that wrinkle in your forehead yet, but listening to my direction every day, you're probably going to start to develop one. Going, what is she talking about? 4 more. Lift. 3, 2. Last one. Keep your leg lifted. Good. Using your inner thigh, you're going to circle that whole lower leg, right? What I see in a lot of my students is they start circling their ankle. Keep your ankle straight. It's a circle at the hip joint, and you're moving your inner thigh. 3, 2, 1. Good. Reverse. Good for 6, 5, 4. Abs are straight. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's take this top leg back over your bottom leg and then float it up to the ceiling. You could have it super high. You could have it sort of level with your hip. We're going to clap your bottom leg to your top leg, right? So the higher you go, the harder it is. Good. For 7. Good. 6. I didn't even know I could do this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Feet together. Clap your heels together. Good. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Good. We're going to go into some side planks now, but if you have shoulder issues, you're not going to go into a side plank. You're going to lie on your side, and you're going to pick this right rib cage off of the ground. So you're going into a side crunch. Oof. It's nothing to sneeze at. It's really challenging, and it really helps you to develop your obliques, okay? So let's get into a side plank. You're going to plant your right hand underneath your right armpit, and you're going to put your left foot in front of your right leg, and you're going to stand up, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your abs to stand. Well, not standing. Reach your left arm up to the ceiling like crazy. Good. And then tap your hips down and reach your arm over your head. Good. So it's a tap down. Maybe you reach your hands to your feet as you go down and then squeeze up. So you want to feel this in your waist. Just like the people doing the crunches, you want to feel this in your waist. You don't want to feel this in your shoulder. So if it's all shoulder, either hold that shoulder capsule and keep it cozy, almost like you're creating a little, like a brace, or get on your side and do the crunches. 4 more, because your shoulder is overactive and you're not getting enough work in your obliques. 2, nice. Last one. Hold it for 5. Reach up to the ceiling for 4, 3, 2, and relax. Good. Swing your legs around. Let's do the whole side kick series again. So same thing on the other side, okay? So if you were elevated here, that's where you'll go. Maybe you were here, that's where you'll go. Or like I was here. So this is where I will go. Good, and kick. Good, and kick. Nice. You might be pleasantly surprised. This side might be a little bit looser. You might kick a little higher, or you might be dismayed, thinking, oh, this is my bad side. Good. I wish I would have gotten my bad side out of the way. 4, good. 3, but that's just to say that we all have different sides. Last one, pause here. Make sure your hips are level. Let's do 10 pulses up to the sky. 9, 8, 7. Make sure your spine is long and neutral. 3, 2, 1. Good, we're gonna draw big circles. Your hips stay still, so your hips don't swivel. The movement is in your hip socket. So in the course of a Pilates class, your hip joint goes on its full range of motion, which you can't get that anything other than maybe swimming. You can do something like this. 4, good. 3, 2, nice. Last one, good, and reverse. Great, so when you kick back, you're using your glutes, glute med, lowering down inner thigh, abs, great. So it's a whole orchestra of muscles, and you're the conductor, so you have to keep telling your muscles, some to turn off, some to turn on, some to go a little bit faster, some to go slower. 2, beautiful. Last one, good. Bicycle, great. Kick back as far as you can without moving your hips. Bend your knee and take your bent knee forward. Extend your leg in front of you. Good. Nice. Give each section of this exercise its moment. So you got the squeeze back, that's butt, hamstring curl. Good. Crunch, basically. Leg extension. Good. And a leg, hip extension, I mean. We have a hip extension here. 4. Good. 3, nice. 2, beautiful, guys. Last one, perfect, great. Did we do the other side? No, we didn't. So poke back, leg extension, squeeze your butt, squeeze forward, good, nice. So this is a leg lift coming forward, great. And then a hamstring curl, good, donkey kick, 4 more. Good, 3, 2, last one. Awesome. Foot is flexed, 3 hops in front, 3 hops in back. Hot potato. 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3. Good, for 6, 5. Good, 4 more. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. Good, last one. Nice. Take this top leg in front of your bottom leg. Great. Lift it up. Lift your bottom leg. Good. Your upper body is lifted out of your waistline, out of your pelvis. Lower body, good. Squeezes up to the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, inner thighs, 2, 1, circle for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, reverse, abs in tight, waist is long for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. You're going to float that top leg anywhere. It could even be pretty low, right? Good. You're going to clap this bottom leg to the top leg without leveraging your upper body, right? Without any sort of, so remember, glamour shot. Good. Bear skin rug. 4, 3, 2, last one, heels clap. Good. Nice. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shoulder problems? Crunch. Crunch. Even if you feel like today you woke up and your shoulder was like, nah, don't risk it. Your shoulder is so touchy. Good. If your shoulders are fine and dandy and you can keep everything stabilized with your side waist, you're in a side plank. We're going to tap your hips down and up. Move your arm. Good. And you can let your gaze follow your arm as well. But to some of you guys, it might make you dizzy and it's not worth the collateral damage. So you might just want to keep your eyes fixed forward. Keep squeezing your belly button to keep your abs engaged. Good. Each exhale tightens that band, that corset around your waist. Good. 4 more. Nice. Remember, if your shoulder starts to feel like it's overcompensating, put a hand on it like a brace. Good. Last one. Stay lifted for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Nice work. Good. Let's go into a plank. So there's one plank in the original 34. And you're going to want to like stretch your wrists a little first. Okay, so you're in a plank on your hands and on your feet. Your armpits are open. Your chest is broad. You're looking off to the horizon. Flex your feet like crazy. And then lift your left heel to the ceiling. And then lift 1 more inch. Good. So it's a 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's like those hip extensions when we were doing the bicycle. 1, 2. Squeeze your butt. 1, 2. Keep your abs still by pulling your abs up and in. 1, 2. Good. 6 more. Good. 5. Good. 4 more. Chest is going through your arms, right? You're not rounded and domed. 2. Last one. And done. Beautiful. We're going to go on to the leg pull facing back, okay? So if you have wrist problems or if this just doesn't look like anything you can do, I'll show it to you first. So you're here. You're going to do 1, 2, 1, 2, right? If you're like, no, I'm not, you're on the ground and you'll just do some bridges, okay? So you'll be strengthening your posterior chain without hurting your shoulders or your wrists. All right, so kick 1, 2. Hips are still 1, 2. Good, wrists are straight. Good, let's do 6 more. 1, 2, legs are straight. 1, 2. Hips lifted. Chin to chest. Good, 3 more. Nice, 2. 1, 2, last one. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Awesome. Good. Lower yourself all the way down. Good. We're going to do a quickie set of bridges. So let's take your feet together, heels lifted, and your feet are about 4 inches away from your sit bones. Great. From here, tuck your tailbone and peel up, and then roll down. Good. Tuck your tailbone, peel up, shoulder blades stay on the mat. Good. 2 more. Squeeze your butt to lift. Last one. Good. Abs in tight. Take your right leg up to the ceiling. You're going to squeeze down and up. Squeeze down and up for 6. Abs in tight. Your body stays still. 4. Good. 3. Nice. Arms to the ceiling for more of a challenge. 2. Good. Last one. Flex your right foot. You're going to open your right leg out to the right and then squeeze back in. Open out to the right and squeeze back in. You can open your arms nice and wide to create more of a base to balance on. 2 more. Last one. Good. Switch legs. Maybe you roll down to sort of cleanse your palate. Make sure you're squeezing with your butt and you're not in a back bend. Good. Let's go down and up for 7. 6. Leg is straight. 5. Good. 4. Arms to the ceiling for more of a challenge. 3, 2. Last one. Left foot is flexed. Open and close that left leg. Good. Your hips stay still. Good. Your left hip stays out of your waistline, so both sides of your waists are equal. Good. 4. This right knee doesn't go to the right to overcompensate. 2. Hollow out your belly to pull that leg back in. Good. And lower back down. Nice. So we're going to do 6 teasers. So remember, teaser, we've already done it. And for those of you who are unfamiliar, a teaser is like a sit-up and a leg lift all together in one pretty little package. And it's called teaser because Joseph Pilates was being cheeky and he thought you're teasing gravity, okay? So that's kind of what strength training is. So you're gonna circle your arms, peel your spine. As you're peeling your spine, exhale, lift your legs as well, okay? So you could have your feet flat on the floor, knees bent. You could have this boat pose, or you could straighten your legs, okay? And then you lower everything down all at once on your exhale. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, sweep and scoop. Good. And down. Good. Let's do 4 more. Good. 3. Nice. 2. Good. This last one, let's hold. We're going to hold it for a count of 6. Hold it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. I started melting. Roll yourself over. So today we're going to do a pretty brief back bend section, but tomorrow we'll be doing a lot more back bending, okay? So elbows here, chest open, toes float off of the ground. You're going to kick your heel twice and then switch. 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is a hamstring curl. Your hips stay still and your legs are lifted with your hamstrings. Good. For 6. Nice. Good. 5. Nice. 4. Nice. 3. And again, your back is lifted with your mid back, that thoracic, and specifically the muscles of your thoracic, like your lats. Good. Last one. Nice. Tuck your toes under, hands underneath your armpits. Squeeze your belly. Feel free to go to your knees. We're going to press into a push-up. We're going to do 3 push-ups. So the best push-ups, and really activate those pec muscles. Make sure it's just not all arms. Good. Squeeze your butt back. Walk your hands to your feet. Round yourself all the way to standing. Good. And then dive forward. So you're going to dive forward. Good. And then walk yourself out in 4 steps. And let's do 3 more push-ups. For 3. Good. 2. Last one. We're going to do that one more time. And my time is running out, so I might get cut off. But thank you so much for joining me. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Your head is in your arms. You walk out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 more push-ups. Good. 3. Nice. 2. And last one. Beautiful. Walk your hands to your feet and then just stretch it out, okay? Nice job, guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow while we do the more advanced version of the Classic 34. And we'll be tackling, thanks, Kathleen. We'll be tackling a challenge element yet to be determined. I'm deciding whether I want to do control balance, boomerang again, or neck pull or crab. But crab's not